Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you how I made inner structure of this deer cake topper. First, I've printed out two photos of actual reindeer and I'm going to use them as reference. One photo is deer looking straight and the other photo is sideways. Then I cut out a little circle out of the cake board to be the base of my cake topper. I will use this cake board as a base for my cake topper when I'm gonna start doing the job with modeling chocolate. Here I am marking the middle of that cake board and I'm going to put the skewer through it. Here I'm taking measurements of my cake topper. They are going to be a rough guidelines for my actual cake topper when I'm going to use modeling chocolate to make it. There will be a second video tutorial of how I actually use modeling chocolate to make the cake topper. This tutorial is only on the inner structure of this deer. So here you see me now adjusting the width of the cake card I am going to use as a base of my cake topper, because reindeers are not circles, they are a little bit like an oval shape. Anyway, at least I think so. And next I'm going to take a skewer and I'm going to measure it against the deer height, and I'm gonna mark the place where my cake board is needing to be. And later on you will see that I adjusted the place because my skewer, I needed it to be a little bit longer because I attached the horns to it, so obviously that lifted the construction a little bit up. I used quite thick wire here because I didn't want my cake topper to be very flexible. This wire will be a face of deer, and as well it's gonna be the two shorter horns that you see above the head. So here you see me marking a different place for my cake board to go. I am attaching my wires to the skewer with the help of floral tape. And from now on the work is basically putting out the wire structure and using floral tape to attach it all, while looking at the guidelines photo, because it will help me to form the shape of the horns. The best floral tape to work with is the shade you are aiming to reach. For example, you will see me that I started from the white floral tape, but then I changed to the brown because my deer horns are brown, so that was my choice of floral tape to use later on. My cake topper is going to be made all out of modeling chocolate. However, if you're not aiming to do it out of modeling chocolate, the inner thing you can make from tin foil, or you can add foam. Is just depending on the size of your cake topper. The bigger the cake topper, obviously the more modeling chocolate you're gonna use, so that means that the cake topper will be very heavy, and then when you place it on the cake, it will actually sink into the cake, so then you have to think of the structure under the cake topper. So here I formed the horns, and this is the very basic shape, and now I'm going to do the bigger part of the horns, and then you will see me just do that with another set of wires. And then I'm gonna use lots of taping with my floral tape to give a very rough structure of the horns. As you can see from the picture, there are some parts of the horns that are thicker, so I am going to use my floral tape to bulk up that part of the horn as well. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and find it useful for your future cake toppers to make of any animals you wish to. And as I have mentioned before, there's going to be a second part to this tutorial on how I build up the rest of cake topper using modeling chocolate. Enjoy the rest of this video tutorial. Thank you for watching and subscribing to my channel.